what a slab.
What's going on?
Yeah, nothing much, man.
Good to see Andrew E in here. First comment, thank you, brother, for the support. He says, hey, oh. There you go. Hey, oh. Good to see you, man. As the people come in, ladies and gents, we got Lachlan here for about 40 minutes.
Yeah,
max 40 minutes. We are just going to hang out with you guys. If you guys have questions, fire them away. And we're going to just really base today off what you guys want to talk about. So we're going to wait for you guys to set the tone. There's obviously lots coming up, man. When do you want to play in?
I fly out on the 31st. So,
which is, 5 days away?
Yeah, getting there nice and early, arrive Monday morning.
Wicked. I can't believe it. For me, it's like, what the hell? I can't believe I'm actually going overseas.
Yeah, man. It's been years where I'm like, this is a tried and practiced event.
Big Lockie, says Everett Duncan. Good to see you, man. Thank you very much for joining us in the stream. He says, what up, Blue? Good to see you, brother. Optimal Rice. Hi, he's a regular. Ian E. I need to make you, Ian E, a moderator. You've been too loyal to me for too long to not be a moderator. So welcome aboard. Thank you, sir. Everett Duncan, what's going on with you, man? Still got the Raiders hat lock. You're right. He's a Raiders fan.
Yeah. No, I just bought that because it's I don't follow American football. It's just hard to find fitted caps. They're 7 5/8 that can get over my big dome. But since I shaved my hair off, it's like I only wore a hat because I couldn't be bothered to do my hair. So
are you going full for Sanders?
I just do what I always do before compers. I'll go down to 0.5 or to a 1 or 1 mil.
Okay, I think you should go further. Don't do it. Go the Toddzilla, the full Toddzilla.
Because I still got hair. Still got a fairly
Stop
decent,
it. Just embrace it, Lachlan.
I'll get there.
You'll look more badass. You know you will. I think if I did it, interestingly, the contrast between, see the redness of my skin from the sun, the whiteness of what would be under there would be so concerning to me.
Yeah.
It would look like I'm wearing a freaking helmet, a white helmet.
While, but like your head kind of looks like a jug too.
Yeah.
I don't think you've got the scalp for balding.
Yeah. No, I think I got this till the last moment.
I think you do.
Good stuff.
Divine intervention.
Two absolute beasts at the table, says Adam Hasty. Thank you, man, for the support. Good to see you. And here, there it is, Lachlan the GOAT, the Aussie GOAT.
One day, that's the goal. Australian greatest of all time.
I think already you have it's pretty clear you're the highest peak Australia's ever had. Easy. If we're talking Aussie goats and boats and goats and all that sort of stuff.
Boats and goats.
You're without a doubt there, man.
It's not a title that you bestow upon yourself. So that's the
true.
goal.
That's true.
The goal.
Good stuff. Optimal Rice is happy. He says, you got my name right. Good stuff, Optimal Rice. I wonder what that's about. Is he it's like a Alan Fisher kind of Juice Plus thing, Optimal Rice? Sounds like it. I don't know.
It's like some Asian pancakes.
We got our first super chat in, Everett Duncan. Thank you very much, brother. He says, wish me luck. Bachelor trip coming to Florida on Wednesday. Oh no.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck for that. Everett Duncan, thank you very much, brother, for the super chat. Appreciate the support. Awesome stuff. Lots of you guys in here, 79 in here at the moment. Guys, thank you so much for being in here. We've got Lachlan there. If you just arrived, we've got Lachlan there for about 40 minutes or about 35 minutes now. And then we're back. So if we've got any questions, like I said, the main thought of this live stream, guys, is just to hang out with you guys. I'm going to read the chat very closely. I'm going to try not to miss anything good, and we're going to just see where it goes. Vitali needs to compete at King of the Table. What do you reckon?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know why he hasn't. He's been inactive since PAL seems to be. Where are they?
They've gone
walkabout.
They have gone walkabout. I spoke to Anna Mazarenko maybe 6 months ago, and she said, "Yeah, we're going to release the athletes from the contracts because we can't put an event together at the moment because travel restrictions have killed it, and we need to let them arm wrestle." So, but she said we absolutely have the intent of coming back. So,
Of course, they've been in it for so long. They're always going to be trying to come back or reinvent the wheel somehow. But yes, he does need to compete at King of the Table.
Left hand stand says Sanders was smack talking Adair's grilled cheese Sammy game.
Oh man,
How does Sanders rate as a chef?
He's a cook. That's the thing. So there's a difference. So I actually, worked in a commercial kitchen for about 8 years, or commercial kitchens, I should say, and completed my qualification to become a chef. Sanders is a cook. Pete, he's a good cook, but he doesn't have any formalized training like I have.
Yeah, it was a funny moment. We kind of had to try to recreate it for the fix, which we didn't do. It was better the first time, I got to admit.
Yeah.
But guys, what I'm alluding to is Lachlan, Sanders, myself, and Neil Ray wasn't there yet. Ray was a bit sad that day or something like that.
Yeah.
But the four of us were on there. And Neil, before we went live, was like, "Hey lads, what's going on? Good to see you here. Yeah, you guys, it's gonna be a great match. Can't wait to see you." But look, let's be honest. There's only one chef here on the show, and Lachlan's like, "Yeah, and it ain't fucking Sanders." and Neil was like, "What?" Yeah, Neil didn't know.
Yeah, no. That's how I chopped my finger off. That's what people are actually starting to catch on. So the top of my index finger, I'm down about 1.5 centimeters. So, but
hey, GB19 wants to know, Lachlan, what's your favorite East vs West match
of the upcoming card? It's going to be Todd versus Prudnik.
Woo! You're becoming somewhat of a Todd protege. Like this, you're evolving.
You know why? Is because I keep on getting given these fucking top rollers, right? Like Todd was the last match that I had that was like a hook match, I guess you could say, and that obviously went Todd's way, as every match recently, except for the Michael Todd one, is gone. Because I keep on getting these tall top rollers, or guys that are heavier than me. It's the Todd move works quite well.
David was impressed with you, the way you pressed through Pavlo.
Yeah, the first I tried to press a few times directly through it, and then I had to kind of get in and kind of out a little bit, and then I could drop it in. But yeah, it's Pavlo's decent.
Gurmeet Singh says Lachlan is strong as an ox, and we got a clarification. Sorry, it was the Aussie goat, not the goat.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the goal, to become Australia's greatest of all time.
Yeah, good stuff.
I think John's already got.
No, it's virtually untouchable.
I can't do it. I started too late.
Yeah, you got to be world champ at 19.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much, if you want to even have a shot.
Yeah, and be world champion until 45, 50.
Yeah. You mean 50, 57, and he's still gunning back for a world title at his weight.
At his weight, yeah. But he was, when he was 50, he was world champion at his weight, I do believe.
Yeah.
Because he would have beaten Dennis around then. Was that 7 or 8 years ago now?
2008. He beat Dennis.
Okay. Oh, damn. Okay.
2013 as well. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
Either way,
someone in the chat will be like, Ryan, you should know this shit by now. Adam Hasty, he says, yeah, and Pavlo is in good form too. Yeah, Pavlo. And that was with, it's no disrespect to Pavlo, but that was with your arm that you rarely focus on.
I haven't beside pull-ups and bench press, I haven't trained arm wrestling on my left for about 2.5 years.
Hey, here we go. 979 Rhino. He says it's going to be another Zloty, boys. I think he's on Team Latvia. He's saying that we're not going to win, I think.
Oh, or he's saying it's going to be, maybe. I don't know, but I think we're kind of out of Zloty for a bit if we want to keep it sweet with
Zloty politics of WAF and
I wanted to
nonsense.
go to Zloty this year, but with East vs West and kind of being under the Core Sports banner, and hopefully getting on the King of the Table card, that kind of presents a much more attractive opportunity than Zloty.
Hey, question here for you from Lucha. Says, having gotten around pulling different places, is there an organization and or rules that you prefer, Lachlan? And does East vs West favor Sanders or you?
To be honest, I do favor kind of those European unloaded starts. I don't like how rigid they are. I think if we could be not loaded in the setup like the Europeans are used to, with the running fouls, I think the running fouls are a real definitive difference for me because I don't restarts and all that sort of stuff. It's a ball ache to watch. But as an athlete, look, there certainly has their benefits to it. You get a lot more tries at a successful ready go. But they just need to be, and the elbow fouls. See, with an elbow foul to be like worth it for me is like if you elbow foul and it doesn't gain you position, don't call it. But if you elbow foul A big enough or B where it improves your position, then call it.
So East versus West, who does it favour, you or Sanders?
Who's the favourite?
No, who does the rule set favour that East versus West under?
Because
last time, I don't know, I haven't asked anything in this, but last time they made a public announcement that they were letting the inconsequential pops just be ignored. And we saw like John against Zurab in that final moment. He definitely pops. It would have been a foul under any other rule set, but they were letting them go. So I wonder if they're going to let them go again.
I don't know. So like what favors me is, to be honest, like I don't know. I train in both ways. I train in unloaded. I train loaded. I actually prefer the unloaded ones, to be honest, because it's just less taxing in the setup than trying to load up all the time, and especially with someone going Sanders is really tall. But I think they let you load in East versus West.
Yeah, I'm happy I think that Tim Talmadge is going to be reffing. So cool, it's an American ref, which should be. I think that's good for us because Aussie style refereeing is more like American style refereeing, if we're honest, and words of command given all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, so I don't mind. Like at the end of the day, like you remember we're arm wrestlers, and I don't think I think when arm wrestlers make poor excuses for it's the rule setting, it's like right, you're an arm wrestler, you should be able to change as we go along.
The schmo wants to know what happens when Lockie stonewalls Sanders, and then Bowen blasts our little friend Ray. He says the internet's going to break. My man called him a line cook. This is you've mentioned it that it's our first opportunity to tick off a country, a nation that Australia has then surpassed. How do you think Latvia is handling that pressure?
And we've got New Zealand, but like the first kind of like respectable arm wrestling country is first off the list. And I think it was inevitable, like me being coached once upon a time by Giannis. And having that rivalry with Sanders, and then obviously
I got this
YouTube rivalry.
The YouTube rivalry with Ray.
I mean, it was inevitable that we would take over.
Yeah, it was good. Thank you for the comment there where it said, who was it before? Someone said, Adam Hasty, there it is. He said, Paul Sanders got hammered on the fix. Yeah, he was somewhat outnumbered a bit.
He gets hammered on every podcast that I do with him. He's just not, he's not the fast talking Australian, that's all.
Yeah. But well, hopefully we follow through. I think we're ready to follow through. It's going to be a good day for Australian arm wrestling. All right, let's have a look more at the comments as we go down. Good to see everyone in. 120 of you guys in here. We've got Lachlan, Adair. We're just getting close to heading overseas. Only about a week away for me, 5 days for Lachlan. What's this question here? This one looks interesting. From the GOAT Mario, is there a specific dream match you're hunting for? Maybe like a Larratt or Brazank at 240 or anyone else?
Oh, that's for me.
That's for you, man.
Look, my goal is to be number one in the world at my weight. So around that kind of 240 to 250 mark. So Larratt and Brazank, they are definitely on that list.
They're on that list. Yeah. Do you think Devon is coming back to that 240 weight with like serious intention? Is that where he's going to be and just remain?
I think he knows he needs to kind of stay around that weight. I don't think you're going to see him boost back up to 290, 300 again. I think the days of that is gone. And we made a podcast like I think a year ago about this, just saying there's only so many of those that he has left in him at his age, just getting so much heavier than his natural weight, because he spent most of his career at 222. Like he had to cut down to 225, I think it was WIL, but the man gets around naturally at 240. But I think it's a much more, I think it's a weight that improves his longevity somewhat.
Careful there, Lachlan. You'll upset some fans.
Yeah.
Careful, Lachlan.
Careful, man.
Hey, Cobra wants to know, is this live? Yeah, man. Of course it's live. It's live, Cobra.
Vovoda.
Cobra Vavoda.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, with the Alexi with dreads.
Yeah, that's
I love
amazing.
it. Love it. That's very cool. Marcus Thompson, good to see you representing Ireland. There it is, the Money Slam. Marcus Thompson, thank you very much for dropping in, brother. Does it make any difference with grip? Does what make any difference with grip? Arm wrestling? Yeah, I haven't shaken an arm wrestler's hand that's got a weak grip. Sorry, I lie. Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis has a
Bizarrely weak.
he's for the level of arm wrestler that he is, which is really good, like really good. He's proper international pro standard. He can't close shit on a grip.
Yeah,
which is
I mean,
interesting.
he's so tall and long. Like when people say, "Oh, you shouldn't be like squeezing in an arm wrestle," I'm like, yeah, when you're 6'4" plus, yeah, you probably
Yeah.
shouldn't squeeze. You don't need to.
And
But
yeah, it's a reflection of the stylistic nature of Jordan being
yeah,
like a contain and drag guy. He's not the clamp and hold on
no,
guy,
he's
is he?
got because his hand's so long, he can get his knuckles, like he's this part of his hand around his opponent. He doesn't need strong fingers.
Adam Hasty says, Neil said, there are two chefs. Lachlan said, fuck off. There's one chef here and a cook. I was thinking of the dishwashing that you're going to send him to do afterwards.
We call them dish pigs here in Australia.
All right, I'm going to keep on scrolling because you guys are getting ahead in the chat. Let me just see what's going on in here. Guys, thank you so much. We've got 137 of you in here at the moment. We've got Lachlan there for about another half an hour. So hit us up. Blue versus Lachlan again? No, look, we did that match because we were locked in the cage of Australia and we had no one else to pull. And promoters here said, guys, I guess we can do something. Can we put you guys against each other and make a match of it to formalize the number one rank? Because we didn't know, because it used to be Ryan Scott. Then all the crap with you went over to face him, you got sent back for COVID. I got to face him in the end. So we knew that Ryan was no longer number one. That's why we pulled. There's no reason for us to pull again with different weight categories. You see it any other way?
And I think, no, I don't see it happening again, but I think it shows a little bit of a state of Australian arm wrestling. Yes, we're building, but man, I can't get a match inside of Australia. No one wants it.
Yeah. You really can't.
I don't know why. No one wants it.
I can't. The amount of times I've been turned away from Brett, from Fatali, like Marcus will give me a match anytime.
Yeah, Marcus is cool.
Marcus is cool dude. There are a few cool dudes, but there are a lot of people who say, no, I need time to prep. And yeah, it's hard.
Like, how much time? How much do you need? A year? 2 years? 3? Like, yeah.
Josh Barker, there is a 70-kilo national champion right there. Josh Barker says, can't wait to see you smash.
Oceanic champion.
Oh, Oceanic upgrade. Yeah. Sorry, Josh.
Yeah.
The man with the savage, like he looks like, is it Venkman out of Ghostbusters? He's got the hair, the glasses, and just boom, drops the hammer on people.
He's my top guy. He's my champion student.
Good stuff. Adam Hasty agrees. Josh, awesome performance at the New South Wales titles, buddy. Yeah, good stuff, man. Watch the space. Josh is a man that you will see rise into the international realms very soon, I'm sure. Marcus Thompson, what's this one? Question. Ryan, did Chef Lachlan bring over some Wagyu steak today? Oh, it's early morning, but
it's early morning.
No steak.
No Wagyu because I own a Nissan, and that usually mitigates my Wagyu money. So
yeah.
That's why I'm here this morning.
Yeah,
the mechanic is a lot closer to Ryan than it is for me. And,
so whilst the car's at the mechanic, he's here talking to you guys on the podcast. Good stuff. Didn't recognize Lachlan without his camera being in another state. What? Not my monkey stuff. What does that mean? Does that make any sense to you?
It makes no state.
He didn't recognize without his camera being in another state.
Bro, I just have my phone.
Anyway, I don't know what that one is. Bones, he comes in and says, I hope you guys pull off the win. Please don't pull any punches, though. Put those Latvians away or it will bite you in the ass. Thank you, Bones. 808. I can certainly say sometimes I go into matches where I intend to strangle them to death, and I like to hold and make them pin themselves, I've said in the past. This match for me, no. This match for me, I have absolute intent of crushing. I don't want to mug around. I am there, meaning business. I intend on going boom, boom, boom. How about you, Lockie?
Same thing. I mean, roster's pretty full. I don't have time to muck around with matches. I gotta really make sure the elbow
Rosters,
stays good.
man, rosters are filling. Without telling you guys anything, let's just say rosters are really filling.
Rosters are really filling.
Rosters are filling in a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way, and you can do all the dreaming and guessing you want. YouTube, rosters are filling.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got? Let's have a look. Okay, Gateway Arms got a question. I don't know what the question is, but I'll just read it live. Wait, what? Explain this. Do you mean Core Sports doesn't want you competing in Zloty, or is it just inconvenient timing for... No, what it is that the WAF still doesn't like anyone that affiliates themselves with the PAL, and the WAF is closely, or Engin, I think he's the head coach of the national team of Turkey or something. And so he is closely affiliated to WAF. And I don't want to say politics are being politics, but politics being politics. So people who we had to sign we're not competing.
Oh, I haven't done that yet, but that's because Mercher left a comment on, like a reply comment on Facebook somewhere saying, "Oh, Lachlan, your band is being lifted." And
okay, because we were banned from WAF.
Yeah, because we went to Zloty.
Because we went to Zloty 2019. Same with Jordan Davis, Ben Carroll, and Rick Kamano, a few others. So we had to formally get off the ban list in order to be able to compete at East West West, which we've done.
Yeah, which is why we said before we probably won't have Zloty on the cards because we want to keep it sweet with Engin, and
yeah, good stuff. 12 Gauge Mage, one of the regulars on the channel. Good to see you here. He says, "I believe Lachlan, give him hell." Good stuff. Josh Barker says, "Lachlan's my coach too, by the way. If you want to upgrade massively, hit up his programs." I think Lachlan's programs are terrible. You won't get strong in Lachlan's programs. Guy can't even arm wrestle.
Yeah. It's they're not good.
Coaching, you're enjoying the coaching at the moment, man?
Yeah, man, really enjoying. Like, work is I've cut back on my actual job that I've been doing for the last 10 years, so I can devote more time to coaching. And thank you very much, Josh. He's made massive improvements recently, so very excited to see where he can take it.
Yeah, Lachlan knows his stuff. Yeah, good stuff. Max Payne says, "Blue, you need in capital letters to win this against Ray to stay in the hunt." I agree in a lot of senses. I need to win this match. Yeah, big time. To stay in that. Look. I want to just say, if Ray's somehow good enough to beat me, it doesn't bother me. I'm so invested long term in this sport. I love it. I ain't going anywhere no matter what, and I'll keep on climbing. But look, the truth is, I think Ray would have to be an exceptionally higher level than I imagine him to be to achieve that. I know where Ray was at last time we were in the same part of the world together, and I just can't imagine he's improved as much as I have, because I feel like I was ahead of him already back then. So I do agree. It is a need. The pressure's on me. In my head, it's like my goal. I've said it a few times. I'll say it again. My goal is that if somebody interviews Ray after the match and they ask him the question, "What's Ryan's level?" I want Ray to say, "I don't know. I couldn't tell." That's my goal. My worst case scenario goal is, it's stuck in the middle. I got to hold for a while and bleed him out. That's my goal. But I do agree. I need to win. The internet will go crazy if I lose. Like I actually think that the most popular result in terms of internet mayhem is Coach Ray smacking me.
Yeah. It's not going to happen, but yeah, that would the internet would break.
Yeah, it really would.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a good time.
GB19 wants to know, who do you like Levan to pull next, Lachlan?
No, who? I think if we give Hermes 6 months to prepare, specifically for it, and we keep his roster clear that entire time, then I think Hermes is kind of next up. I think Kadecha's a couple of years away, but he's definitely on the track. So maybe 3 years time, if Levan is still interested, obviously Kadecha. But I think in the next short term, I'd like to see Hermes.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys on that short list of people capable. Hey, we got a super chat from Vijay Poj. Thank you so much, brother. $5 Canadian says, "I'm rooting for you two to win. You can do it." Thank you, Vijay. We're feeling good. We're excited to just be out amongst it. Finally the cat's amongst the pigeons, so to speak. And you've got out a few times already, but this is your first European outing since being back.
Yeah, exactly. I think what people kind of assume that the European, like us Australians, have really got something to prove. That's kind of like that's a real thing, right? So
absolutely,
train way harder than everyone else.
Hey, Marcus Thompson, the Money Slam, doing his thing. Thank you so much, brother. 100 euros. Lachlan, we better go have a beer. He said, Lachlan and Ryan have some beers. That's a lot of beers. We can have a good time beers when we get to Istanbul. Thank you, Marcus Thompson. 100 euros, massive stuff. He says, Lachlan and Ryan, get a few beers over there. Hope you kill it. And if you win, Ryan, buy Ray some ice cream. I think he's going to need it. Man, how good is Marcus Thompson?
Jesus,
An animal, isn't he? He is an animal. Seriously, Marcus, though, thank you so much, man. It's freaking crazy. But love your work, man. Marcus Thompson is one of those humans that seems like he never sleeps.
Yeah.
He's on every live stream you'll see. Supports it ferociously. He's one of those guys that just, he gets shit done in the world. He's one of those people that just gets stuff done.
Is he a crypto investor?
I think he owns a company. He's a software tech or something like that.
Okay, well, that explains why he's got some hours to burn the computer.
Love it. Marcus Thompson delivering on the sport, literally propping up the sport and its content creators for, I don't know, how long's it been, Marcus? I feel like your name popped up about 6 months ago that I started seeing you. How long? Yeah, Marcus, answer for me the question, because you put such a super chat here that I don't want to brush past. Tell us a bit of your story, Marcus. How long you been following the sport? And I think Marcus has got a background in judo, or was it BJJ? Can't remember which one. Let's see if Marcus has made another comment. Let's have a look. Marcus is laughing. I can see that. He's having a good old laugh. Cats. I hate cats. Are you a cat person?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
You're not a cat person. Good. No. That's right. You got 2 dogs. You got a dog that could eat a cat.
I got one that looks like a cat, though. That's the wife dog.
All right. I can't see an answer from Marcus, but either way, man, Marcus, thank you for that. Now I'm going to scroll back up, guys, and catch up with some of the other comments that we missed. Have a quick look. Not my monkeys, not my circus says, Ray going to take you down, Ryan. Well, Ray formally is the favorite in the polls. The Engen release poll, it's 52%. I think it was, Ray. I think it's a like I said, I think it's because the majority of people would just love the idea of laughing at me losing.
Yeah.
That Ray is the people's favorite.
More of an emotional
it's
poll, that one.
It's going to be like Levan and Devon. The favorite in the polls is going to get wrecked. That's my intent. But thank you. Either way, not my monkeys, not my circus. I love it. I love the fact that Ray's got some believers too. He needs them. Does Lachlan still crush Ryan? I can answer that question. Yeah.
We're 20 odd kilos difference?
Yeah, I'm 91.6 kilos this morning.
And I'm like 112. So
yeah. Lachlan's the critical strengths that I always just feel when I grip Lachlan that just goes, it's like it's his finger containment. And there was like, if I wind back the clock a year ago, I used to be able to turn his pronation down. I used to always be like, I know I can just go and get his pronation down, and then his bicep and wrist flexion would still be too good. But now I go to turn that pronation down and I run into a freaking steel bar. It's like there's nothing. There's a significant gap. I don't know how many levels are between you and me. Like, I'm the number 2 in the country. Anyone who disagrees with that, come at me. I'll crush you. It doesn't matter who you are. Number 2 in the country, and I think honestly, there's 2 levels between you and me. I think 2.
I think there's like that lift you did the other day. You probably could have got 48.
I have spots that
are
good.
You're really strong, yeah. And I'm wondering, like, because that's something I apply to you, but there is something additional. And I think that was I made that post about the geometry. It's like, sure, same handle, same lift, same weight, but the way it's applied is like my hand is very awkward to grip because it's thick. So it's almost like I'm taking things away.
That combined with the like, for me, it's the threat of your fingers. Your fingers constantly scare the shit out of me. When I grip it, I'm like, oh, these fucking fingers. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have the back pressure to handle your fingers. I can feel that it's a futile effort. It's like, if I go that way, I will lose. And so I'm like, okay, I guess I just have to go where Lachlan puts me as hard as I can, and my hand just goes bloop as soon as I go anywhere. So yeah, there's levels to this stuff. There's levels. All right, what else is going on? Thomas asked the question: has Adair had a chance to use some of Toddzilla training techniques?
Yeah, I did it in my last, well, not my last match against Austin, but I did it against Mate. Yeah, where I just went, okay, like it's a waste of energy to try and keep my wrist while he's king's moving. And, you know, it's kind of, let's give that up. But what that gives me is the butt of my hand, and I still clamped hard with my fingers. I'm pretty sure I left some dents in the back of his hand with my fingers. And it was just, yeah, okay. It was an easier way to put my frame behind my arm.
Gotcha. Hey, Aaron's clarified that comment that we were wondering, confused about before. He was saying on the fix, you were far away from your camera.
Yeah, I gotta try and zoom in.
Yeah, we got you. We got you. Well, he's in the studio now. So we got the high tech stuff here.
Yeah.
We got all the good cameras in here and the lights and everything, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, good stuff. All right, Adam Hasty says the Latvians scare me. They are tough as. One thing I do really respect about the Latvians is that they are a small nation and they have produced so many consistent, high caliber arm wrestlers. They've got, I mean, there's multiple world champions in there.
Yeah.
How many was it? 2.5 million or something in Latvia? That's it, or something?
Yeah, it's a really small number, but yeah, they've done, like, as an arm wrestling country, they've done incredibly well. It's just unfortunate we gotta knock them off their mantle, but they've been around for a really long time. I think they're lightweight, like the guys like Giannis, and Vlad, and there's Gaspars, and there's a couple of guys.
Raymond Zantanovic.
Well, out of the heavyweight, what I'm saying is the lightweights are the very best in the world, and I don't see any lightweights in Australia. Maybe Josh Barker.
Still a long way off a Giannis level.
Yeah, I mean he's a fucking vet, but he's definitely got the potential to get there. But like, I'd love to see a match between Gaspars and Josh. I think that would be an absolute banger. But lightweight guys are.
Is Gaspars the junior that's coming through?
No. Okay. Gaspars is the blonde guy.
I want to see their junior because there's a 16-year-old junior.
Yeah,
I want to see their junior against our junior. Jamie Barrett versus that dude.
Both just press monsters.
Yeah. I think it'd be freaking awesome. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
We might have to get an Australia v Latvia junior super match going because if we're gonna rub out Latvia, we might as well rub them out in the junior category as well.
Yeah, hell yeah. So yeah, that'd be a killer match, to be honest, because that guy just won European juniors, I think.
Yeah.
Jamie
Barrett, ladies and gentlemen, trust me, he's coming. I've got to give the man a plug. I believe in people. I often believe in people more than they believe in themselves, and I draw it out of them. Jamie believes. I've never met a dude that believes as much as Jamie, and subsequently, the work ethic is there. The dude travels almost 2 hours every day on a train to go to somebody's house to practice. He's so committed.
Yeah,
he's phenomenal.
Yeah, big time. He really will be our lightweight.
Yeah, he will. He will be Australia's lightweight guy very soon. All right, what's going on? Not my monkeys, not my circus, says Ryan. Without Marcus Thompson, Marcus holding it together again for the sport. Look at him go. Without him posting this on the Usual Suspects Discord, I would have missed the stream. Get your ginger ass on there, mate. I spin so many plates. Not my monkeys, not my circus. I spin so many social media plates. I'm good at it, but I can't spin another one. I don't even know. I've never opened a Discord account.
Discord's messy, man. Like,
you got to read a hell of a lot.
Yeah,
too much. Sorry, not my monkeys, not my circus. But give us a plug. What's the name of your Discord, and I'll send everyone to it for those that do. But I can't do another one. What's going on, Marcus? Sorry. Fighter Frank says, Marcus, I just walked in the door and already live streams going. Love it. Good on your, Fighter Frank. Well, we got a question here. Jose Maria Rodriguez, how much can you deadlift one arm with a wrist wrench? Very specific question. You got an answer to that, Lachlan? You know?
Yeah, I got like 52.5 kilos, something
What diameter wrist wrench?
like that. 80 mil.
80 mil. And my answer is, I don't know. Wouldn't have a clue.
And that was just fingers too. So that was no thumb.
Okay.
Fingers, yeah.
Let's have a look. Ryan, from the same man, Jose, why don't you compete at World Arm Wrestling Championship? If we're referring to WAF, a couple of reasons. First reason is I don't like their politics. They burned the bridges. They banned a big chunk of the world's arm wrestlers about 4 years ago because of just loose affiliation with PAL. If you did anything PAL, if you did anything IFA, if you even had a photo with Saplenkov, there was
Yeah.
that. You were banned. Once again, even now, when I signed, this is honest. I show you the paperwork. When I had to sign a piece of paper saying to be able to pull East First West, saying that I'm not going to affiliate myself with the PAL or any of their organizations again. And if I do, I receive a life ban from WAF. That's the sort of heavy hand bullshit that they're playing. So I don't like them, and that's why I'm not going to go there. The other one is, I've said it before. It's a tested league, and I've dabbled in the past, and I've said I'm not going to go pull a tested league in honoring that. That's my other reason. So yeah.
That's fair. I also like with WAF, they did something to they did it to Poland. They were meant to have a WAF championship in Poland. Something fell through, and they had to pay 250,000 euros, the government, to the WAF, and they pulled the plug and kept the money and hit them with some weird legal back-ended shit. And I just think, nah, you're a bunch of grubs.
Yeah, the schmo doesn't like it either. So that's the most communist shit I've ever heard. You're not in a contract other than for a single match. What a bunch of dogs. Yeah, it's disappointing. It's disappointing, and I keep on. I hoped that over the last 2 years of COVID travel restrictions that it had settled, but it clearly hasn't, as we just discovered with East vs West. But I will side with the people that just let arm wrestling happen. I agree. I arm wrestle anywhere I damn want to arm wrestle. The good news is the champions of WAF. If I want to pull them, if they are the dude to face, if let's say they're from friggin' Ukraine or whatever, I don't know. Nothing stopping me turning up in Ukraine.
Well, the thing is
pulling
we
them.
can see them at East vs West. That's the thing, because it's Angan running it, and it's like, as long as we stay out as Lottie and we can continue going to East vs West, then we can pull these guys.
But exactly, you just said as long as we stay out as Lottie. So we now, in order to be able to continue East vs West, we have to stay away from Zloty, which I don't want to have to. I want to be able to pull as Lottie.
Yeah, exactly.
And if I pull as Lottie, no more East vs West for me because of that relationship. It's a shocker.
The good thing is maybe King of the Table becomes more of a thing for both of us potentially in the future. Then we don't have to worry about it, because that's got nothing to do with Engen.
There's plenty of opportunities coming, that's for sure. It's been a big evolution. All right, let's have a look at what else is going on the comments section. Let me have a quick look. All right. So, guys, we got 10 minutes to go, and we will be out of here. So if you have any burning questions for Lachlan Adair whilst we've got him here, ask them now, because we are out. And then I don't know if you'll see Lachlan live again before the press conference that will be taking place on the 5th, I believe, of next month. So lots to come. So, all right. Ryan, there's a question. Ryan, how much will you weigh on the Davis rate? It'll be 90 kilos. If I have a 10% weight advantage, I'll give you the edge. Look, give me the edge. Trust me. If you're betting, bet on me.
Have you got a 24-hour weigh-in?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like 36-hour weigh-in. It's the morning of Friday. Engen said is the weigh-in.
Yeah, sweet.
And I compete 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Saturday. So I'm 91.6 kilos right now. I feel really good, to be honest. I feel light. I feel fast at this weight. I can feel it. I'm like, oh, there's a spring around.
That's how I feel at 100. When I've been down to 105 kilos and just diced to the socks at 105, I feel athletic. I feel good. But
Sasquatch wants me back in the swollen form of me. The swollen, a little bit of the story is the reason I went down the swollen form was because I was locked in the cage of Australia, and because the only person to chase was was this dude sitting next to me. And that was a heavyweight thing. I was like, well, okay, if all I can do is compete in Australia, I guess I go for the overall number 1 rank, and I'm gonna need to be as big as damn possible for that. We've satisfied that, scratched that itch. Let's just call it. Now I'm happy to chase my weight category, and a world title is the dream. So that's where I'm going.
You're kind of under 95 to under 85. Like you've got some scope where you can cut right down or kind of come in at more comfortable weight.
Good stuff.
Lifestyle weight.
Let's have a look. Marcus is doing a cut from DF. Don't what's DF? DF? I don't know. Doing a cut from Devon not staking Evan to wrestle me. I'm talking about. I think he's talking about in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu sense. He wants to take on Evan. We're going there, and Devon didn't stake Evan. He's scared.
Yeah, that's
scared.
right. Man, you don't want to touch Evan. He's a grub. Keep yourself clean.
Good stuff. Hey, Cobra Voda says, Ryan, not putting you down, but why do you think you're the favorite when Ray's been destroying arms? Because all the arms I've destroyed have been forgotten, and all the arms I've beaten in Australia in the last 12 months, I think would beat Ray comfortably. I.e., people like Ryan Scott. I think Ryan Scott would beat Ray. If you don't, Mario, oh, man, Mario would freaking annihilate Ray. Bad. Fatali would beat Ray. Yeah, I think Marcus would beat Ray. I think Jordan and Ray are a great match. I think Jordan and Ray are a great match. Yeah, Cobra. All I can say is go and do some more research on my last matches and Ray's last matches, or PM someone that's pulled us both and ask their opinion. That's all I got. What else we got? All right, we're in our last 7 minutes. Just reading through, looking for the best comments now because we're running out of time, so I don't want to miss the good ones. Brutal Crush reckons that our man Jamie's got no offense against Chris Stapps, which is the Latvian junior.
Well, we don't know. Maybe he's going to be at East First West and we can get a gauge. I'm not sure.
And that's the thing, isn't it? We don't know, and there's always been this assumption for a number of years that Australia is still a developing junior arm wrestling nation, which has been a fair assumption in years gone by. We are hoping to change that status quo, in 2 weeks. And if we do, if you beat Sanders and I beat Coach Ray, there's no reason to think that our juniors are any worse than their juniors.
No, I mean, we're at our tenure, right?
Yeah, I'm 10 years in now.
Yeah.
10 years in, or 9.5, whatever it is.
So, look, it's not Latvia. We've been at it for, what, 20, 30?
Yeah, longer than us.
Yeah. But still, like, we have a bigger population, and I think Australians, we've got so much to prove almost constantly that we train harder than what I see Europeans training.
Ian's asked a question. After Ray, how would you like a match against Antonovich or Vladislav? Also, the 17-year-old is Chris Stapps is really, really good. I'm 70 kilos and follow 70 kilos very closely. He'd be top 5 USA, I believe. To give you to the crossover for Jamie, I think Jamie would be a great match for Alan Fisher. I've gripped Alan plenty of times. I've gripped Jamie. When I say great, I think a match that Jamie could win, like properly could win. That's Jamie's level. In the answer to the first part, would I love Antonovich? Yes. If I beat the Wish version of Raymond's, being Coach Ray, I would like the non-Wish version of Raymond's, being Antonovich. Because Antonovich eliminated me at the Zloty. I got stops where he took me 4 or 5 surges to get through. I'd love another crack. He's someone, I mean, that's just what athletes do, isn't it? When you lose to someone, you go back, you think about it, you want to have another go.
Oh, I'd love to have another crack at Marco Yellow, but the guy's had back surgery. He's a retired firefighter, and obviously got hurt at work, and he's been struggling with a back injury for a long time. So,
guys, we've got 5 minutes to go. AK907 Silvers asks, with a $2 super chat, thoughts on Cobra's return in November? Lachlan.
I like seeing the old guard coming back and smacking the younger guys. It's been really satisfying, and it kind of is nice for us who I'm 32, you're 37. Nice to know that we can come back in late in our late 50s
And still be badass.
And
It's a
still
cool
be
sport.
badass, yeah.
Hey, Aussie arm wrestler in the chat, Jake Ward with his ready bang. There it is.
What's up, Jake?
$7.99, Australia 2, Latvia 0. Ready bang. Beers on me when you both win. 2 awesome blokes representing Australia. Thank you very much, Jake.
Thanks,
Aussie arm wrestler. Go give him a sub. Dude's talented. Dude can talk underwater for 8 hours.
For 8 hours. His vocal cords are made of steel cable.
Yeah, I can't wait to see whatever it is you comment on next, brother. It will be awesome.
It'll be us. We'll be doing a live.
Well, yeah, they'll no doubt be alive.
Yeah.
No doubt be alive. Paul Italia, there's a man. Big time promoter in the USA. Paul Italia, thank you very much for the comment. He says Lachlan Adair v Chance Shaw. Sorry, Lachlan versus Chance Shaw. Ryan Bowen versus RVJ. Petaluma 2023. Italia Arm Wrestling Promotions. Oh my goodness.
Sounds good to me, man. Petaluma is beautiful. So Paul, when I was in Petaluma staying with Paul, he took me around to the bar that they had the very first sanctioned arm wrestling comp, and it was a sit-down tournament. It was the very first one in the world that was sanctioned, and I got to hold like the big trophy. The thing was heavy as, almost like died on the ladder on the way up because I had to like outstretch and pick this massive thing up, and I was like, don't drop it, don't drop it. Also, don't drop myself. But yeah, no, that was super cool. So Petaluma, that is the kind of the epicenter of arm wrestling of yesteryear. And if we can make that happen, that would be epic.
That would be. I'd love that. And Paul Italia, guys, go and subscribe to his channel. I can see Fighter Frank has just listed Paul Italia's YouTube channel. Paul Italia, if you didn't know, was voted amongst American promoters as the promoter of the year for 2021.
For good reason, man. He does such a good job. He's always pumping stuff out. He's always putting new content out. He's always doing interviews and being one of the athletes that was part of his promotion. Man, I told people then, I'll say it again, if you get an opportunity to be a part of Paul's promotion, jump on that shit. You will have an amazing time. He takes care of his athletes, and he puts on an awesome event.
Yeah, good stuff. Well done, Paul Italia. Thank you very much for tuning in as well. There he says, thanks, guys. Pleasure, man. I look forward to meeting you in person myself. Very soon. He's going to be there. Oh, I get that, man. Yeah. So I'm buzzed about just meeting some of the people that I've watched and talked about and admired for so long. Get to meet people.
So Paul's going to stay. I'm pretty sure he's in our hotel. Yeah. So we'll be doing some interviews and stuff like that. No doubt.
Yeah, nice, good stuff. Hey, guys, we are going to wind it up right now. Thank you so much for being on this show. It was an impromptu one. Didn't plan it. It was good. Lachlan's car's busted up, so we had
not
busted up.
No, it's not busted up.
It's getting spruiked up.
No, it had a full rebuild. I had a complete engine turbo rebuild as well, and it was just going in for its 1,000-kilometer checkup to keep my warranty. After spending way too much money on it.
Hey, Aussie Arm Wrestler is going to be live after this, apparently. So if you want to continue the chat, guys, head on over to the Aussie Arm Wrestler Jake Ward's channel. I'm sure there'll be more good stuff to have over there. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining in. We will be seeing you very soon from Istanbul, East vs. West, number 4 coming up. Make sure you guys sign up to the pay-per-view for that. It's on Core Sports. Engin Terzi doing stupid, crazy things in terms of bringing the biggest names in the world together. Look at this forearm creeping. Look at that. Do that again. Look at the size of your freaking forearm next to my head.
Yeah.
What is that? Sanders, you are in trouble. That is terrible. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to our guest, Lachlan Adair, one more time, guys. Do I have anything of yours to plug? Are you gonna YouTube
coaching? Hit me up on
coaching's boring. We want to see you talking shit about Sanders some more.
Oh yeah. So you can go on the fix. There's we did an interview with Paul Italia last week. So if you just type in Lachlan Sanders Paul Italia into YouTube, you'll get the interview come up, and you'll see me just destroying the guy as per usual. Just racking up them.
What about your YouTube channel? You're ramping that up?
Yeah,
it's coming.
It's coming.
He's promised it here. It's coming. All right, guys, we're out. Take care, and we'll see you guys very